last I can finally see.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button to be notified for future videos. I will post 3 times a week starting this week. Today I'm just filming a tutorial featuring the new Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. I'll be filming this look right here. It's very fall, vampy look. Where I like it on, I never do wing liner, but here we are. Wanted to start doing something new with my new dark red hair. It faded a little bit today in the shower. I just want to wash it before I got it done. But I'm hoping not. But anyway, yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see how I got this look right here, then keep on watching. I'm going to start with primer. That's what I always do first, because if I don't do it first, I will forget. I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. This is the original one, not the one that comes without silicone. I like this one a lot. It really minimizes the pores because I have very prominent pores. And I just push that into the skin. I don't just rub, I make sure I push. Next, I'm going to color correct using the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. This is in the shade Light Medium. The reason I do this first is because if I don't, I'll forget to do it after I do my eyes. And then I won't have primer on. And I also won't be color corrected. And I just use my fingers for this. So now I'm going to zoom you guys in and I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes. I'm going to be using the Lorac Mega Pro palette. And before I do that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. I always use the same thing to prime every time. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm just going to put that on my eyelid. This obviously just cancels out all of my red, veiny eyelid stuff. I'm just gonna pat that in with a beauty blender. I'm gonna try to use shades that I have not used a whole lot before, and I'm actually gonna try to use a lot of makeup that I either haven't used before or kind of giving a second shot. So the shade I'm going to go in with to set my eyes is right here. Crepe. For my transition shade, what do I want to use? I'm going to go in with this taupe shade called, it's this shade right here. And these are very powdery, so you want to make sure to tap off the excess. I haven't noticed a whole lot of fallout, but I haven't used all the shades either. I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. I'm going to buff that into my crease with a big, fluffy crease brush. It's kind of a dark transition shade for me. But that's fine. Very lightly, I'm going to go into the shade Hickory. that brown shade right there. We use a fluffy, tapered crease brush. You want to build crease colors up slowly, especially if you're fair. I'm gonna put it in here as well because I'm going to have a wing and eyeliner, so that's the look I'm going for today. Start with this shade right here called Cider. I'm gonna pack that all over. And these shades are really rich. You shouldn't have to wet your brush, but if you want them to be more intense, you can. I just haven't had to yet. Those are so great. I've never used this shade before. I'm gonna go back in with that tapered blending brush. And I'm going to go back into Vintage and blend everything out so that there's no harsh lines. I'm going in very lightly with that shade. For the outer corner of my lid, I want to go in with the shade right here called Kava. Isn't as intense as the other shimmer shades. For the center of my lid, I'm going to go in with a color, let's see, I'm not going to use a color I've already used. I'm going to go in with this Pink Bronze. I'm going to go in with my finger for that one, just to put that in the center of the lid. One last time, I'm going to go in with the tapered blending brush with nothing on the brush. Oh my gosh, I just burned. Just make sure that everything is blended nicely. Okay, next I'm going to go in with winged liner, but I'm going to do that off camera because if I try to do it on camera, I know I'm going to mess up. To create the wing, I was using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Mad Max Brown. And now I'm going to go in and tight line. I'm going to use a brown liner. It's the Jordana Easy Eye Liner for eyes, obviously. I'm just going to tight line because I just think it makes everything look more connected when you tight line after you do a wing. Next I'm going to go in with the Milani Easy Brow Tinted Fiber Gel in the shade Tinted Taupe. For foundation, I'm going to try one that I haven't used in a long time. I'm going to try one side with a brush and one side with a beauty blender. This is the One Heck of a Blot foundation from Soap & Glory. This got a lot of really bad reviews. The first couple of times I wore it, I really liked it, but then I don't know if the reviews like tainted me or if I just really don't like it. So I'm going to try it again today. Like I said, I'm going to do one side with the beauty blender, one side with a brush.
Away with you in the backseat of my car. We're timeless, sailing through, but tonight, no, we can't go far. And I know
this smells like paint.
Last, but at last I can finally breathe. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally see.
Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite. It does blur like it says it does, but it also, I don't know, it's just not my favorite. Not my favorite. I'm going to try it with a brush on this side. I definitely feel like I have to use more product if I don't use a beauty blender. So yeah, now I'm going to go in with concealer. I still don't, this isn't my favorite, but I don't hate it as much as I remember. I'm going to go in with the concealer that is fairly new to me. It is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I'm in the shade Buttercream, and this is a little light. I think the shades are kind of hard to match with this concealer. It's kind of my only complaint with it. It has an amazing consistency. I'm going to dab that in with a wet beauty blender. With the Coty Airspun. This is in the Naturally Neutral. I do not like the translucent. I don't like any translucent powders. I feel like they wash me out too much. So I always try to use. So I don't know how long I wasn't filming. I'm going in with the Coty Airspun. I used the Sephora concealer, the gel one. I put that on. I really don't know how much you got, because I don't know how long I wasn't filming for. But I'm gonna go in with this this powder, or sorry, the foundation is a liquid to powder, so I wasn't gonna set my whole face with powder. So that's why I'm baking everywhere today. I normally only bake under my eyes and then I'll go everywhere else with powder, but this one is supposed to be liquid to powder, so I'm just gonna set like this and then not set my whole entire face. While that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eyes. Underneath my eyes, I'm going to go in again with the same shades that I used on in my crease. Next, I'm going to go in with mascara after I curl my lashes. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Roller Lash. I do not wear falsies pretty much ever, simply because I just don't like them. They make my eyes water too much. My eyes are too sensitive. been thinking about getting lash extensions because I don't wear falsies, but I'm a bit nervous. I watched Lace on Bachelor in Paradise, and her lash extensions, they were rough. I'm gonna wipe off that bake using the light shade in the Dolce Dolce quad from Wet n Wild, the contour quad. This foundation is growing on me. The more that I'm wearing it, I think it's setting really nicely. That's just my initial thoughts on it. I'm not going to contour today. I'm just going to bronze, and I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Natural Sun or Natural Bronzer. It's supposed to be waterproof, which I think is so weird. For blush, I'm going to go in with a Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. This is in the shade Dazzled. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. For highlight, I'm going to go in with one I haven't used in a long time. It's the Laura Geller highlighter in the shade Charming Pink. It's a really, really pretty pink highlight. For setting spray, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. For lip liner, I'm going to go in with this NYX lip liner in Prune. Haven't used this one in a long time either. I overdrew my lips just a tad. I'm going to go in with this new lip color that I got in my BoxyCharm. It is a Starlooks liquid lipstick in the shade Piquant. You can get this at starlooks.com. If you got it this month in your BoxyCharm, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I'm going to go blow dry this hair, straighten it, and I will be right back. Alright guys, that's it for this tutorial. I will link everything that I used down below in the description box. And if you want this cool shirt I got, if you are a proud female, then I will also link, can you see this? I will link this shirt down below as well. So yeah, that completes this video. That completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. I don't know why I get nervous. This is so stupid. Poor person. Or someone that has big pores. My beauty blender is fudge. I hate myself. Thanks for being here and tuning in and watching, and